Now that the Heisman hopeful promo is finally over, not sure what promo we're going to be getting next, but now that this promo is over, I'm going to be ranking all the players from this promo. Now, not actually all the players, all the champions and the LTD players, not like the, the cards that you would put in the set. So we're going to rank these guys from best to worst. There's 20 total cards, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Starting us off at number 20, we got a tight end, Mitchell Evans. I think he was one of the first cards to come out for this promo. I mean, look, man, at all the cards on here, he's easily the worst. I mean, he's an 85 speed tight end. His route running isn't really anything too crazy. I think the best thing you could say about the guy is he's big, 6'5", 260, and he's got a decent run block at an 81. So, yeah, he's the worst card out of everyone to probably drop for this promo. Number 19, we got a wide receiver, Nick Nash. Out of all the receivers that have come out for this promo, he's definitely the worst. But it doesn't mean he's not usable. I mean, he's a 6'3" receiver, so he's a big body guy. His route running is not horrible, and he's got 89 speed, so he's definitely one of the more slower skill position players on here. So I'd have to put him at 19. Number 18, we got a running back, Caleb Johnson. I actually did use this card for a little bit. I even used him with his stats boosted up on a 50 out of 50 theme team, and wasn't really too impressed with him. He's 6'5", 225. And you see he's got an 89 break tackle. You will notice he's a big guy who'll break some tackles, but for me, he just didn't run very well, and I run the ball a whole lot. I've used a ton of running backs, and I made them all look pretty good. This guy, I thought he just looked very average, and I mean, stat-wise, he looks pretty good, but I don't know. I went against him a few times. He never really impresses me. Just the average running back. Number 17, we're going to stay with the running backs, Taj Brooks. I actually like the Taj Brooks card better than the Caleb Johnson. He's a little bit smaller in height, 5'10", but he's 230. So that's a short, stocky guy right there. That 91 break tackle you're going to see. I think the only thing that sucks about this car is he's 88 speed, so he's not really the fastest, but this guy breaks tackles. If you ever went against this card, he is really hard to bring down. Like, honestly, you could put him on your team and just use him for short yardage situations, and he's definitely going to get the job done. Number 16, we're going with a LTD defensive end, Jared Verse. He was actually, I think, the first LTD to come out for this promo, if I'm not mistaken, and he's a pretty good card. I would just say, like, we've gotten other pass rushers in this promo since this came out, and I think they kind of look better than him, but he's still a really solid card. Number 15, Toby Gerhart, 93 overall running back, LTD. He's actually one of the most recent cards to come out, and I would say this card is just, for being an LTD and being a 93 overall, I just, only being 90 speed is a crime, and I haven't used him, but I've went against him, and he doesn't really seem extremely fast. I mean, he does run pretty hard, but, for being an LTD and for the price he is, it's just, it doesn't really go together for me. Number 14, this is our first interior alignment. He might be the only interior alignment. I could be wrong. But Walter Nolan, he actually is a really good card. 6'4", 290, really big guy. 84 speed, 85 except for a D tackle is really good. He's got 91 strength with a 91 block shed and a 90 power move. So he's going to be really good in the run game, and he's going to get to the quarterback. Number 13, we got our very first quarterback, and you guys know a lot of quarterbacks came out for this promo, which, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because it's Heisman hopefuls, and QBs are always going to be in there for that. So, but we're going to go Shedeur Sanders. I would say out of all the QBs to drop for this promo, he's probably the worst one. That doesn't mean like he's bad. He's actually a really good card. It's just, honestly, all the quarterbacks that came out for this promo are just really good, but at the end of the day, we have to rank them. So I would probably say Shedeur's the worst one, but still a really good card. And I think he's about like 130 right now, maybe even cheaper. So that's not a bad price. We got another quarterback, Trevor Lawrence at number 12, LTD. I would say he's just a step over Shedeur. He's got more throw power than him, a little bit more speed. His accuracies are also a little bit better. And I mean, look, we've all played against a ton of Trevor Lawrences. He's a really good card. Number 11, we got Jay Higgins. He's actually, I think, the only middle linebacker to even come out for this promo. But he's a really good card. 6'2", 233. This is a big boy in the box. He's got an 88 speed, which for a while was like the fastest speed for linebackers. Now it's starting to go up a little bit, but that's still extremely really good speed. He's got 93 hip power, so if he lowers that shoulder, I mean, he's straight up knocking you out. He's got an 84 zone, but you could get that up to 85 zone, which is going to be a really nice threshold. So he's kind of a do-it-all guy and really good linebacker. He's actually really good linebacker. He's still, I would say, one of the best linebackers in the game, period. We are now officially in the top 10. This is all these cards are cards I would say you're going to see at some point playing college football. Well, I mean, honestly, out of all these 20 cards, there's a chance of seeing really all these cards anytime you're playing head-to-head. But I would say these 10 guys, like, you're going to see them at some point when you decide to load up into seasons, gauntlet, champs, whatever you're playing. Number 10, we got Ricky White. This is a really good receiver. I used him, played against him a ton. 6'1", really solid height, 90 speed, which isn't too bad. Really solid route running, and he's really nice after the catch. He's a really cheap receiver, too. I think you can get him for about $70,000 right now, so I'd highly recommend this guy. Number 9, we got Travis Hunter. I know a lot of people excited to use this card. It's Travis Hunter. How could you not? Another 6'1" receiver. He's 92 speed, so he's a lot faster. I think off the rip when they showed him, I think he was 91 speed. So I think they actually changed his speed and made him a little bit faster. So that's actually pretty good. But he's got really good route running. Another guy that's really good after the catch. He has some really nice animations. I would definitely have to say he's probably the second best receiver to drop for this promo. He's really good. Number 8, Noel Williams. This is actually our first corner on the entire list. 6'1" corner, 91 speed. He's got really good zone coverage. Now, if you play man, you might not be the biggest fan of this guy, but I mean, you could get him up to 85 man, which isn't horrible. He's a really good corner. We know in this game, having really good DBs out there is a really, I would say having really good DBs out there is a lot more important than having really good wide receivers out there, because the defense is just harder to play than offense. That's just what it is. And Noah Williams is a really solid corner. Back-to-back corners on the list. Number 7, Jabbar Muhammad. I think that's how you say his name. You can see his stats are very similar to Noah Williams. The only difference is, I think the biggest difference is, I would say Jabbar Muhammad's overall stats are just a little bit better. But some people, what they might not like is the card is 5'10". I've never really had a problem with the smaller DBs. Everybody, says, oh, they get, teabagged and all this stuff. But as long as you don't click on trying to pick the ball, you just let the guy make the play, he's going to break it up. Number 6, we got to go with the man, Ashton Jeanty. I mean, if you've used his 88 overall card, man, he's still nasty. I'm still using it because I'm trying to obtain this card. Honestly, I could have been obtained him, but I always end up buying something else because I'm just dumb. But this card is really good. I mean, he's 91 speed. You wish he could have been 92 speed, but I guess they could have made Jeanty too overpowered because he is a beast. The thing that's really so nice about this card is, he can spin, he can juke, he can run through you. He can really beat you in any way. He's also really nice in the pass game. I gotta say he's the best running back to drop for this promo. Top 5. We are in the top 5. These are the best cards of the promo period. And starting it off, we got a defensive end. Number 5, Jack Sawyer. This guy is just straight up nasty, man. He's a big guy, 6'5", 260, 88 speed. You can get that up, so you can make this guy extremely fast. He's got 94 strength. He's got a 93 power move and a 91 block shot, so he can play the run. He's going to get after the quarterback. I honestly don't know how this card is only a 91 overall. Like, his stats make it seem like he's way higher than that, and this card is cheap as well. Number 4, we got another pass rusher. We got Kyle Kennard, left outside linebacker. He's kind of similar in stature a little bit to Sawyer, except he's got one more speed than him. He also has a lot more excel than him. That's the only thing that kind of sucked about Sawyer. He didn't have a very fast excel, but I mean, you could get that up with a theme team. But Kennard's is already up there, and he's got that 93 power move, 88 block shot, 88 strength, and he's a left outside linebacker. So if you want to drop him in coverage and stuff, you can. I'm not going to say it's anything too crazy, as you can see, 63 man, 68 zone, but it is something you can do since he's a left outside linebacker for your 3-4s and your 6'1" and all that stuff. I actually really like this card a lot. I'm definitely interested in getting him. Number 3, we got the man, Jalen Milroe, the king of the bailouts. I call him king of the bailouts because some people that might not be as good as at this game, with his, extremely fast speed, are able to get, bailed out at times because he could just do some very magical things with his legs. And look, we've all played against Jalen Milroe. Anytime we play against Jalen Milroe, we all know we're in for a long game. Number 2, I got to go with Rondale Moore. I mean, 93 speed receiver. His route running is probably the best in the game. He's one of the fastest in the game. I mean, he's almost like a Restrepo 2.0, except he's a lot smaller than Restrepo, and his catching is nowhere near as good. Now, I know some people are like, well, he doesn't have good catching traffic, good spec. Me personally, man, I don't give a damn. He's 93 speed. You can get him up to 95 speed. Hell, technically, you can get him up to 96 speed if you really wanted to. And he's going to be able to get open with that route running. And he's 5'7". I don't really care. I actually like the smaller receivers. Actually, well, I'll say this. In Madden, if you play Madden, the smaller receivers are actually very faster. And it's been tested than like the taller receivers, even if they're the same speed. Because I guess the stride that the smaller receivers take is a lot shorter than the taller receivers, so their legs are going like faster, like do do do, and the taller receivers are taking those longer strides, so they're actually not moving as fast. So this guy is like literally the fastest player in the game, him or Restrepo. Just, people might get turned off by the catching. Me personally, I don't give a damn. And the best player to come out for this drop, in my opinion, I gotta say it's Cam Ward. Now, it could be a hot take. Some people might be like, why? Cam Ward, out of all the quarterbacks on here, has the best release. He does. He has the fastest release. He gives you these, I guess it would be what, the second most mobility out of any quarterback on here, because Milroe 1, and then yeah, Kim Ward 2. All of his accuracies are extremely good. He's got that 92 throw power. So for me, I like Cam Ward over Jalen Milroe because his release, it's the release for me. Okay, if you've never used Cam Ward, if you never got a chance to use his 86, that release is so buttery. I mean, it just helps you get it out so many times when you got pressure in your face, and sometimes you just don't even know it. That is my list, though, ranking all the Heisman hopeful cards. It was a really good promo overall. It started off really weird. At first, we weren't even really getting Heisman hopeful cards. It was just kind of cards, which was really weird. And then I feel like the second half of the promo, they kind of locked in and actually started giving us Heisman hopefuls. Not sure what promo we're going to be getting next. I'd like to see them kind of do like holiday promos a little bit, not like straight up copy off Madden, like Most Feared and all that stuff. Like, don't straight up copy off them, but you could do something around like the holidays and stuff. You know what I mean? It would make their life a little bit easier doing promos. So just an idea thrown out there, but hopefully it's another really good promo, because like I said, this was a really good promo in my opinion. But we will have to wait and see. If you guys did enjoy this video, man, make sure to drop a like. And if you want to see more content like this and you're not already subbed to the channel, hit the sub button. We got a lot more content on the way. And if you want to see me play the game live, tapping with the Twitch, the link is down in the description. You can go ahead and drop a follow over there. Till the next time, man, I'll see y'all in the next one.